Thank you so much for joining in. Our webinar today will cover evaluation methods for new video production partners and the Levitate Blueprint. Today's presentation will be approximately 30 minutes, and I do urge you to stay until the end as we are holding a Q&A with Toby, our video production manager, where he will address your specific questions. And as a token of our appreciation for your attendance, each of you will be receiving a $5 Starbucks gift card after today's webinar. I mean, who doesn't need more coffee, am I right? All right, we are very excited you are here, as video is a crucial element in any company's growth, and we have some tips, tricks, and insider knowledge to share with you on the subject. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's begin by reviewing the topics that we will cover today. Today's agenda covers some key questions pertaining to the industry and video production partners. We will start by briefly discussing who we are and our goals as a company. We will then briefly discuss why video is so important to a company that wants to stay competitive. We will dive into the top things to keep in mind when evaluating a video production vendor, or as we like to call them, partners. We'll then discuss how you can make a risk-free assessment when evaluating video production partners. And last but definitely not least, we will discuss our Blueprint program, which can prove very valuable to you and your team when searching for a video production partner. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with us, Levitate is a video production company. We create captivating results-driven videos for businesses in any industry or vertical. Levitate has built a team of video production project managers, script writers, videographers, editors, illustrators, and animators. Our goal is to unlock the power of storytelling through live and animated video. We breathe life into our clients' stories and give them the attention they deserve. We inspire and evoke viewers to feel and act. And since opening our doors in 2009, we have produced over 7,000 videos for more than 1,400 clients worldwide. And amongst those 1,400, some of our top video production clients have included Google, Coca-Cola, YouTube, and Salesforce. We work with companies of all sizes, from big name brands down to small and mid-sized businesses. So, quickly, why choose video for your company or brand growth? Let's take a moment to discuss the power of video. Ever wonder why humans love binge watching so much? Because the human brain processes video 60,000 times faster than text. I'll go ahead and repeat that. The human brain processes video 60,000 times faster than text. Additionally, 90% of the information transmitted to the brain is visual. With that said, video is of course visual, putting you in the 90% of information being transmitted to the brain of a potential customer. But still, video is drastically underused. So what does this mean for your business? Well, we just learned that with the way humans are wired, we process visual data better than any other outlet. Videos have statistically been shown to increase your conversion rates and revenue. Having a video on your landing page has been proven to increase your conversion rate by 80%. Marketers who use video grow revenue 49% faster than non-video users. And 64% of consumers make a purchase after watching branded social videos. So with that said, incorporating a professionally produced video is directly correlated to the growth of your company. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play a video here. I just want to give you a heads up. If you want to adjust your audio accordingly, go ahead and do so. Sorry about this. It looks like we have, oh, there we go. My mouse came alive again. There we go. All right. If you want to adjust your your audio accordingly, go ahead and do so. So that was a video that we created for Vogue. And what was the purpose of showing it to you? Well, chances are if you were zoning out in the beginning of this presentation, that video probably grabbed your attention. See what I mean? So now that we definitely have your attention, we're going to take a moment here to do a quick poll and get a quick answers from you guys. The question we have here: do you consider your current strategies in evaluating video production partners to be effective? So go ahead and chat in your answers. I see a few here. Yeah, if the answers are yes, go ahead and chat yes. If sort of, go ahead and chat that in. If not yet, but you have ideas, go ahead and chat in those ideas. We want to hear those. And if it's not yet, again, go ahead and chat that in. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of not yet, a few sort ofs. Okay. All right. So that leads us into our next topic here. In our experience, there's somewhat of a common theme. That common theme, I'm getting a few more answers. Yeah, a lot of not yets. Okay. And that common theme amongst companies when they're pursuing a professionally produced video is that it's not easy to evaluate video production partners. There are many options to evaluate out there. How do you choose the right partner for you? Do you go with freelancers or large shops? Do you work domestically or globally? Do you go for a cheap or expensive option? And most importantly, how do you know if that video production company can deliver results? With the importance that video holds for your company, it's important to know where to start. So, let's discuss how you begin evaluating the right video production partner for your company. Let's start with the #1 best practice when evaluating a video production partner: the experience the vendor has in the industry. I'll go ahead and repeat that. It's the experience the vendor has in the industry. Many companies need video because they need to explain their product or service in an easy to understand and compelling way. They may also have a complex offering. Industry experience helps us get a huge start in this regard. It also allows us to leverage what we know has been able to work well with our clients that are in the exact same industry. Now, here's another very big practice to keep in mind when evaluating a potential video production partner: the messaging. Therefore, you want a video production company that not only understands the power of video, but is attentive and takes the time to properly communicate with you. For example, we champion our model around the notion that each client works with one production manager from start to finish. When choosing a partner, you don't want to play telephone with an agency of people. Work with video production partners that prioritize a seamless online process and efficient video workflow to ultimately capture your messaging spot on. Now, there are some secondary but very important practices to look for as well. We'll go ahead and use Levitate as an example for each. You want your video production partner to take an effective and enjoyable approach. Levitate has a flexible process that works with any company. We create an effective and enjoyable approach to getting a video completed. You want the video production company to have positive client testimonials. Levitate has 1,000+ clients to back this up, who would be happy to talk with you. No one wants to work with a vendor that is bad at communication or who has an inflexible approach. We pride ourselves on being an extension of your team. Now, you'll also want budget options. For example, Levitate offers budget options up and down the spectrum. Not all videos are client-facing. Some are internal, single-use, training, etc. We have solutions for all of it with relevant pricing. You'll want a video production partner that works with different use cases. Levitate has the ability to really create videos for all different use cases: training, sales, fundraising, etc. They're a one-stop shop for creating any type of video for any purpose. Now, find a video production partner that has options. For example, we don't just do animation. We do live action, translation, etc. Once we know your company, we can help you in many ways. And lastly, work with a company that can help you beyond just video production. Creating a video is just the first step. Knowing what to do with it can be even more important. We have 10+ years of experience helping our clients leverage their videos to their maximum potential. All right. So this leads us into our next topic. How do you make a risk-free assessment of a potential video production partner? We've created a risk-free assessment program for potential video production partners called the Levitate Blueprint. As discussed, the process in finding a video production partner isn't an easy one. It's natural to have hesitations, questions, or even a variety of vendors that you're considering. And with the importance of video, you deserve to evaluate the work and results of each vendor at no risk. That's why we created the Levitate Blueprint. Blueprint allows your team to work with us on the initial phases of your video production before you sign a contract or make any financial investment. And as you see here, Levitate is the only video production company offering this type of program at this scale. Hundreds of companies have started their relationship with Levitate using the Blueprint program. Let's go ahead and look at one client in particular. Stahl Specialty Company is one of the largest permanent mold foundries in the country. In order to stay competitive in the industry, Stahl Specialty Company was looking for video production services. Like many companies out there, they were evaluating the right video production partner that would meet their specific needs. Stahl Specialty Company joined us through the Blueprint process. We worked with Stahl Specialty Company through the initial phases of their project. Through the Blueprint program, the Levitate creative team was able to provide Stahl Specialty Company with a proof of concept. They were able to see the quality of our work firsthand and decided Levitate was the right fit for their project. We moved forward as video production partners. Now let's go ahead and watch here to see the end result of a great partnership with Stahl Specialty Company. And we'll see if my mouse is cooperating. There it goes. Again, if you want to adjust your audio, feel free to do so.
Since 1946, Stahl Specialty Company has worked to establish ourselves as a leader in the aluminum casting industry. Through commitment to quality, decades of experience, and a shared focus on continuous improvement, Stahl continues to deliver world-class service and products that exceed performance expectations. As a producer of permanent mold and semi-permanent mold aluminum casting, we specialize in structural, safety-critical, and pressure-tight parts. utilizing a full line of tools and processes to ensure every part meets the highest quality standards. With our in-house capabilities like tool design, core making, molding, heat treatment, machining, testing, assembly, and more, there's no job we can't handle. No matter the industry, the product, or the quantity, Stahl has the equipment, the team, and creativity to get it done. Call us today or visit www.stahlspecialty.com to learn more.
So, what exactly is included with Blueprint? Before any financial commitment is made, your team will complete a formal kickoff with us. We'll review our quality standard and process. We will produce and revise a completed script. We will complete and revise a video style deliverable. And we will provide an overview of our deployment and video SEO best practices. Now, the deliverables vary based on whether you work with animated or live video. So let's break this down further. The process is still the same. However, complete and revised video style deliverable will look different from an animated video to a live video. On the animation side, this step will include style frames. We will take your ideas, logo, and brand colors and create a few mock-ups of a couple frames. Style frames can include a couple different versions of your idea. Okay. On the live video side, complete and revised video style deliverable has two options. The first option is putting together a creative brief for your team. The second option includes crafting interview questions, and this depends on whether your video is interview-based, for example, a testimonial. After all of this, only after the blueprint is complete will we discuss moving forward with the project. And if you decide to hold on the project or select another vendor, we welcome you to use the materials we developed at no cost. I'll go ahead and repeat that. If you decide to hold on the project or select another vendor, we welcome you to use the materials we developed at no cost. We highly encourage that you try our Blueprint program. It's free and there is no commitment. Okay. So we know that your time is super valuable, and we want to thank you for joining us on today's webinar. We want to remind you that today's attendees will receive a $5 Starbucks gift card as a token of our appreciation for your attendance today. Look out for the email with your digital gift card after the webinar. And before we close and jump into the Q&A, let's briefly go over the biggest takeaways from today's webinar. The first is the importance of video. Video is directly correlated to your company's growth and therefore should be prioritized. As discussed, the number one best practice when evaluating a video production vendor is the experience the vendor has in the industry. There were many other practices discussed in effectively evaluating a potential video production partner, such as spot-on messaging, that will help in your search. And again, we'll be sending you this recording after today's webinar, so you can go ahead and review those if you'd like as well. And in order to make a risk-free assessment, you can join our Blueprint program. As discussed, we provide you with a proof of concept. Afterwards, if you don't want to move forward, we welcome you to use the materials we developed at no cost. In other words, there is no commitment. Thank you all so much for joining in on our webinar today. We hope you found it helpful and informative. We will take some time now for a Q&A. And as promised, our video production manager, Toby, is here to help answer some of your specific questions. We do have limited time, so please chat in your questions and we will answer them as they come in. If we run out of time and are unable to address your questions here on our live webinar, we'll follow up with you personally via email. Toby, Renee said, we are a rather small company, but we want to stand out in our industry. Unfortunately, we have a very limited budget. How much does it cost to produce one of these videos?
Sure. So between our two offerings, if you'd like to go the live action route, you can actually get into the game for somewhere between 4 and 5K, depending on what you're looking at. As well, on the animation side, our blueprint offerings start in and around $4,500 for a 30-second video. So, that's your end price. Again, the blueprint to develop your idea costs nothing to you, and that's really the goal, is to kick things off in a great partnership to get to understand your business through that scripting process and that early blueprint deliverable process so that you feel comfortable walking into that relationship, because it really is a partnership, whether we're doing animation or live video. So yeah, I would say anywhere between 4,500 on either live or custom is a good starting point for the blueprint offering.
Great. So Renee, just to give you a recap there, a big part of this will be the blueprint program. As Toby said, it really is a partnership to understand your business much better and your needs. If you have any follow-up questions with that, please go ahead and chat those in. We do have another question from Carl. What was the cost of the last video you showed?
Sure. So I can't exactly remember the length right now. I'd have to go back and look, but I believe it was around 60 seconds. And that is actually on our premium end. We had some what we call two-dimensional fake 3D within that video. And those offerings start around 7 to 8K for 60 seconds. And that involves our whole process of kickoff call, developing style frames, and then going into a full storyboarding process where we're basically adding the voiceover text with the proposed graphic mock-up for each really 5 seconds of the video. So in a 60-second video, you have anywhere between 12 and 16 storyboard frames to develop that idea, finalize it. One thing I want to mention on that higher end premium custom animation offering, you get unlimited reviews at each phase. So we will work until the script is 100% perfect before moving on to storyboard. Same with storyboard. Once we're in the storyboard phase, if we have to tweak it 9 or 10 times, we don't want to tweak it 9 or 10 times. But if we end up having to do that, we'll do what it takes to make sure it's perfect before we move on to that next animation phase. We found that's the best method. Making sure it's 100% perfect between all parties up and down the organization, whoever the key stakeholders are, to make sure that we're moving forward the most efficient way possible, removing any subjectivity, making sure we're 100% clear on the direction we're headed throughout the process. So that's our highest end offering, what you saw, the stall video, and it's a great, especially for industrial space, medical, anything that's highly technical or product based that you need to kind of differentiate yourself from other companies with technologies that you're bringing to the table. I'd highly recommend the custom animation high-end premium space for that.
Great, thanks, Toby. Carl, if you have any other follow-up questions on that, please go ahead and chat those in. We do have a question from Elizabeth. What's your email website address? Elizabeth, I can go ahead and answer that one for you. Right here on the bottom screen, you'll see here levitatemedia.com. Okay. All right. Great. And Renee says thank you. Okay. So that looks like the questions that we have today. We still have a great number of you on the line today. So if you have any other last minute questions, please go ahead and chat those in. We could go ahead and give it one more minute here.
Okay. While we're waiting here, Erica, I thought I'd just kind of mention something that I feel like is important when evaluating a video partner. I think in the past, a lot of agencies, companies wanted to find somebody local in their neighborhood. The ad agency and production agencies changed quite a bit in the past 10, 15 years. And having someone like Levitate who runs operations all over the U.S. and some different parts of the world, that really is our strength, being able to harness our network of creators, animators, motion designers, live action, DPs, director of photography, directors, videographers. That's really where we thrive. And so when we can partner with a company that has multiple locations across the U.S., it's a very straightforward method for us to be able to pull something that might seem more complex from the company side, but that's traditionally most of the types of jobs that we take on are jobs with headquarters in 3 or 4 different cities. So if we need to send crews on the live action side to 3 or 4 different cities to capture that, combine that with some animation to describe their product, I mean, we fit really well with a company that's kind of spread out. And that's the way we built our company model, is to be spread out in some of the major metros in the U.S. so that we can fully service our clients in any video projects they have.
Absolutely. Thanks for the note, Toby.
Sure.
Great. All right. It looks like those are that's the end of the questions here today. We want to thank you guys so much again for joining in and for your time. Do apologize about that. The glitch does look like we have an issue here with the muted. So next time we have our webinar, that will be all fixed for you. But thank you so much again, and everybody have a great day. You will be receiving an email as well. So if any other questions pop in your head, go ahead and respond to that email, and we will get back to you. All right. Thanks again, guys. Take care.